Hello, Centralia. I'm Shane Lothar.
And I'm Rachel Roddy.
And this is Centralia On Air. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week on the show, we had Dr. Ken Redcross on the phone with us. Dr. Redcross called in to talk about flu season do's and don'ts. Hey, speaking of the flu, did you know the single deadliest outbreak of the flu was not the swine flu? Remember that?
Yeah.
But the Spanish flu in 1918. It's estimated to have killed between 50 and 100 million people worldwide.
Wow.
Yikes.
My grandma was born in 1918.
Really?
Yep.
She was not a victim of the Spanish flu.
No. The Spanish flu killed more Americans in 1 year than the combined total who died in the battle during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War.
Cures, I'm using air quotes here, cures for the Spanish flu included drinking whiskey, smoking cigars, eating milk toast. Is that what I think it is? Is that toast dipped in milk?
That's what I would guess, but I'm not sure.
Gargling with salt water.
I do that.
Yeah, me too. Getting good old fresh air. And taking ice baths. Oh. You know, it's no wonder so many people died. Those are not cures for the flu.
Oh, man. No, not at all. But I got a joke for you.
Oh, okay. To lighten the mood a little bit?
Yeah, to lighten the mood a little bit, because that's depressing. What do you get when someone with the swine flu picks their nose? Pulled pork.
Ew. That's gross. Did you hear about that actor that got, quarantined for having swine flu?
No, who was it?
I think it was Kevin Bacon.
Get out of here.
Anyways, that was last week. But this is this week.
That's right. On today's show, we have Kala Lambert and Butch Matthis in studio. Kala and Butch came by to tell us all about the Centralia Fall Fest and the upcoming Halloween parade. All right, Butch and Kala, thank you so much for joining us today on Centralia On Air. We are so excited for this year's 92nd Annual Centralia Halloween Parade. So go ahead and tell a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I'm Butch Matthis. I'm the Executive Chairman of the Centralia Halloween Parade and Fall Festival Committee. And
I am Kala Lambert. I'm also a volunteer on the Fall Festival and Halloween Parade Committee and chairperson this year.
And Butch, you've been doing this a few years, huh?
Yeah, I've been doing this since back in 87, and with the Lions Club, and we always marshaled the Halloween parade and helped out in its activities. But most importantly, in '92, we almost lost a Halloween parade, and with Dave Agee, Ringy Ansley, and a bunch of other committee members, we had a meeting to set up as a community to save the parade. Let's face the facts that it costs a lot of money to put on these events, and we had a lot of groups from like the Centralia JCs, the Elks, and various other civic organizations that ran the parade, but the cost was so exorbitant that it was about ready to lose it in this community. So needless to say, I made a mistake when I gave Dave Agee $100 to help save the parade, and I sold my soul to the devil, and now I'm in it, But it's been wonderful ever since. And one thing I can say about the parade, that it is a crew of all civic organizations. It's not just one. It's everybody, and even citizens, volunteers that helps make this parade a success as it is. If it wasn't for the volunteers, we wouldn't have this parade. So, you got to give a tip of the hat to everybody in all aspects, whether it's city government or to the local civic organizations or to the general public that wants to make sure that we keep this, the granddaddy of all events in our community, ongoing.
Okay, so we talked about that this has been going on 92 years.
Right.
And I said, so, since 1926.
Yeah, I had to laugh on that because actually, no, it was actually started in 1923 by Harry and Rhoda Mapes and their friend Arthur Nolan on a cool, crisp fall evening. Back in the early 20s, there was a drive, and it actually started in Kansas, where communities were developing parades to keep the children from doing a lot of mischievous things that they do, like tipping out houses and TPing and, and mischievous things that I never did when I was a kid.
Me either.
But, that was the reason they wanted to do something in the community. And believe it or not, we had held this long tradition since 1923. But where the 3-year lapse was during the Great World War II. And there was 3 years that they had victory carnivals, and they would had dances at the old community center, and they would raise funds for sell war bonds and stuff like that, and help out in the efforts with the situation that happened. So during that lapse, that's why we didn't have that. But yes, for 92 wonderful years, this parade has been ongoing.
All right, Kayla. So the Halloween parade is not the only thing going on that day, right? This is an all-day celebration, right?
Correct. Yeah, we provide activities downtown. There's a lot of events going on downtown, starting about 9:30 in the morning on the 27th. Some of those include food vendors, craft vendors. There's a flea market downtown. The car, truck, motorcycle display is people, they'll start coming in around 9 o'clock. There's also community groups that come to put on performances, such as dance groups, karate, tumbling. The Centralia High School Band will also be performing downtown. So those are going to be some of the activities that are going on Locust Street. In addition, there's so many activities going on.
Yeah, there's a whole list.
In addition to that, there is the children game area. So they have inflatables there, some face painting, pony rides are available.
And that's on Locust too?
It's at Locust and 2nd Street. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right there in the same area. Chili cook-off will be going on. Participants, we're still accepting contestants for the chili cook-off. And there's only 18 spots available, so I do have some of them filled, but I do have some openings. But they'll start cooking as early as 6 a.m. in the morning, and then the actual tasting for the public opens up just after the children's parade, which is at noon. After the parade is going to be at noon. So, but the parade actually starts at 11. We'll probably talk a little bit about that, too.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is the chili cook-off? Where can they taste?
It is right next to New City Hall. So at 101 South Locust is our new address there. And there's a parking lot off to the south side of the building, and that's where the public tasting area will be.
Okay.
So we all get to be judges?
You all get to be judges.
Okay.
We always,
Yeah. My kind of contest.
There's a small entry fee. You'll get a cup, and then you get to go to each of the different stations to taste and vote.
Cool.
Yep.
And trust me, you got to be there early because it usually goes out quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really does.
There's usually a line, and we get, easy 200 to 300 people come through that event.
That's awesome.
Yeah. People are really excited to taste, and so we want to have a good turnout as far as contestants go. So anybody out there that may be considering, please get your entry forms in. So,
okay, and then now on to this children's parade.
Right.
When is that? And there's a contest, correct?
Right. This will be the 65th annual Moose Lodge what they call the Loyalty Day Parade. And that's how it was initially started by the Moose Lodge. But now it's what we always known as the Kiddies Parade. It was usually held in history past, was always on Fridays. Teachers had workshop, so it was a good day, half a day, kids get out of school. They wear their costumes at school, and then they hurried and scurried downtown and convened right there at the park and get in line and had the parade and get the candy, you know. But no, this year's parade will be on the 27th. We'll start at 11 o'clock. We'll leave from the library park. There's different divisions. If I remember right, I think there's like 12 to 14 different divisions that the cutest costumes, Halloween, most scariest, Disney characters as such, wagons, and also floats. So there's a wide variety of area that kids can be judged on, but we tell them to kind of be there early, around about 10 o'clock, because the judging will start at 10:30, and then after the parade, the judges will be tallying their votes and everything else, and then after the kids' parade concedes at the band shell, we'll give out the awards that will be for all the children that attend. And also there's a special award that's given to the longtime chairman of the Children's Parade, and that was the Honorable Mr. Tony Demijan. Tony was a very integral part of being a chairman for the Moose Lodge for the Children's Parade for decades. So that is a special trophy. Usually Joe Warren distributes that award as well on behalf of the family. But yeah, the kids' parade it's really wonderful. You got to come out and see it. Again, starts at 11 o'clock, goes to the west on Broadway, hits to Locust, hits south, and hits on 2nd Street, and then comes back up, and then to the band shell, and then again we'll do the awards ceremony right after.
Okay.
That's pretty cool for them. They probably feel like big stuff walking in.
Oh,
they
yeah.
love it.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, here's one thing that we do, too. All the participants in the Kiddies Parade, whether they win or they don't, we ask them to go to the corner of Kerr and Poplar around about a little after 6 o'clock that evening, and they can walk in the Grand Parade as well. Okay. They don't have to win just first place or second place or third place to be in the Grand Parade. We do hold a special section for them, for all the kids on behalf of the Moose Lodge, and they can walk or push their wagons or whatnot for the evening parade. And mind you, there's no fee.
That's good. Okay, what about a pet contest? I read about that too.
Yes. So at 1 o'clock, I was just trying to get things in order here.
Yeah.
So at 1 o'clock after both of those events, in the same location right there on Locust Street, will be the Best Dressed Pet Contest. And that event, I think we probably had that about 4 years. I think this will be the 4th year now, possibly. It's gaining attention. We always get more contestants each year. I think the dog owners and the pets have a good time with that. And I say dog owners because we have only seen dogs being entered, but it is
no
all
cats
pets.
or
All
pigs.
pets.
It says all
We didn't
pets.
say about lions and tigers and alligators.
Oh gosh.
We're open to all pets, and there could be other entries, but so far we've just been seeing dogs. So.
Oh, they have wonderful costumes. I mean, the imagination and ingenuity that the owners have with their animals, with their outfits, it's just outstanding.
Yeah, they get pretty creative. The owners and the pets, you know, they'll both dress up, and so it's like a whole team. A lot of times, it's pretty interesting. So
That'll be something to see.
yeah, and usually one of the categories we try to tie the theme for the parade into our judging and also into the fall festival activities. So the parade theme this year is candy, costumes, and goblins. Oh my.
Oh my.
So they get a little extra points for, having something related to the parade theme.
Oh, I see. We got that on the buttons, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, you have the buttons. Again, with the theme contest, that is done every year. We do a theme contest every year with the area grade schools. We'll get close to about 200 entries. It's kind of a competition with all the area grade schools who wins, because not only the winning person that had the theme gets to have the enjoyment with the evening parade, but their class is treated with a pizza party and the drinks. But we take the theme winner. We also who is Ella Sanders from Central City Grade School this year, who was chosen as the winning theme for this year's parade. And so what we'll do, like I said, we'll have the pizza party. We'll honor them at a reception upstairs at the Elks on the 27th. From 4:30 to 6, and then we'll take her to her convertible or to her vehicle, and we'll let her parade down the parade route. And of course, it's just a big kick to them. And then we'll take them back to the review stand or where their family chooses to congregate. But the kids have a kick out of it, and it holds lasting memories for them all.
Yeah, I bet she's excited.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very much.
We also there's been some inquiries about little Mrs.
Yes, the Miss and Mr. Pumpkin contest. This year it's an online Facebook photo contest. So those who are wishing to participate in that, it is the voting for it goes on the week prior to the Fall Festival and Halloween Parade on the 27th. So the entries are to go to our Facebook page, the Halloween Parade, Centralia Halloween Parade and Fall Festival Facebook page. You send a private message with your child's natural photo, just one natural photo. Send that there, and then the requested information is also listed on the link there, what they're supposed to submit, or if we don't get enough information, of course, we'll have a dialogue there with them. But they'll basically submit that on the 19th or prior to the 19th, which is just this Friday. So still accepting members to submit their children. The ages are 3 to 8, and that is for boy and girl contestants, because one boy and one girl will win Mr. and Miss Pumpkin.
Mr. and Miss Pumpkin. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Now, Rachel and I lucked out. We got a couple free buttons.
Oh, yeah.
But if listeners want to get their hands on one of these,
give me $1. Give me $1. I'll be at the roadblock this Saturday with members of the Centralia Masonic Lodge 201, and we'll be doing a roadblock at downtown, and we basically ask for donations for $1 for each button. We only make 500 buttons, and believe it or not, they go quick. I think I only got about a bag and a half left, and they're going quick. A lot of people hold these as keepsakes, and a lot of them collect. So yeah, if you want a button, you got to meet me at the 4-way this weekend, and I'll sell you a button.
All right, limited edition.
Limited edition.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. When we come back, more with Butch Matthis and Kayla Lambert about Fall Fest and the 2018 Centralia Halloween Parade.
Welcome back. You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. We have Butch and Kayla in studio, and we're talking about the Centralia Halloween Parade. Butch, let's talk about the Grand Marshal for the Halloween Parade.
As a committee, we usually go through a list of candidates each year. We want to recognize and give thanks to those in the community that, compared to the parades in the past where you had to hire outside celebrities, we got away with that because that's one of the issues that cost so much in the operations. But we, as a committee, felt that let's honor people in our community, those that made a difference and made changes. And And this year, the parade committee has chosen as Miss Bev Robick as the Grand Marshal. And everybody knows that Bev has been very strong with BPW, also with Clean and Green, with the recycling center here in town. And there's just a big list of everything that Bev has done. And she also served on the committee with the Halloween parade, and with her and old Don Danford and Mike Lindenberg, they served as a chairman and co-chairman in years past. So, some of these people, they don't look for recognition. They kind of shy from it. And I know Bev, she does. But I wasn't going to let her go. That night that she got chosen, I told the committee I'll give her a call. And normally I would call Bev and I would tell her, hey, she'll do the parade invites for the reception at the Elks. And she thought I was going to do that, when she got my call. And I said, no, Bev, you've been chosen as the Grand Marshal of this year's parade. And it was just a silence for about a millisecond. Mm-hmm. You got to be kidding me. No, I'm not kidding you. But she was honored. She was flattered and shocked. But that's what we need to do as a parade committee. There's a lot of people in this community that does a lot above and beyond, behind the scenes, that should be recognized. And that we look for that for next year, too.
Bev was so busy doing good work that we struggled getting a hold of her, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So how did she get chosen to be the Grand Marshal?
What we do, we sit down as a committee and we discuss citizens in our community. We narrow it down to the top 4 or 5, somewhere around there. And what we'll do a balloting with all committee members, and we'll say, okay, make your choice. And then we'll do a tally, and there we go. And that's how we do it. But, there's so many people. I mean, I'm not going to deny this. Bev was on the list last year. Sometimes it takes a while to get individuals up. But there's so many good folks out there, and we got other candidates for next year that's still that was on the ballot this year, and they're going to be on there next year. Because, like I said, we got a lot of unsung heroes out there that needs to be recognized.
Okay. So now on to the parade.
Yes. I mean, like I said, this will be the 92nd Annual Centralia Halloween Parade. We are older than the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Hello.
By facts.
Macy's who?
And, I'll be doing the parade lineup on this logistics this Friday. And we hope to the listeners and everybody out there, if you do want to participate, please go on our website at centraliahpff.org, register online. Also, that's the same with food vendors or anybody that wants any information with anything with day events or anything. Please go on to our website, and you can get all the pertinent information that you need there. But it does help me out to have everything in, because there's a lot of logistics that goes on. I have to do the mapping. You have to get the lineup numbers out. You got to do the mails and mailing to get out to the entrance. So there's a lot of work, and it's about 14 hours of paperwork that I'm doing.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I enjoy it. I always call it my stress week. So, I'm always pushing get these entries in. And, unfortunately, some people say, well, I lost my entry in the mail, or well, okay, it don't matter. That's why we created a website. You can submit it electronically. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a lot of confusion out there on commercial entries. Yes, there is a $50 fee for commercial entries. But for the general public, for the churches, schools, and family neighborhood, there is no fee for the entrance in our parade. So please be aware of that. There's a lot of miscommunication that's going on out there, and I try to, straighten it out as humanly possible. We work with all nonprofits and with all entities we can. But if you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 533-5602. But I most definitely got to have these entries by Friday morning because I'm starting at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the parade starts at 7.
Yes.
All right. And what are some things people are going to see in the parade?
Now Butch usually doesn't give out any secrets about it, but he might for you guys.
No spoilers?
No, I will not do that. I will tell you, just like the listeners out there, if you want to know, you got to attend to the parade.
There you go.
Yeah, because a magician never shows his hand. And so, we do have a lot of wonderful entries this year. A good number of good floats that are going to be in this year's parade.
How many do you have right now? Do you know?
I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Can't
Secret. Oh,
Good
boy.
try. Good try.
Sounds like you guys just better come down to the Halloween parade if you want to know anything, because you're not going to find out here.
No, I honestly, until I have a final tally, I can tell you, I would say we probably got close to 25 floats at this time. And with so far, when I'm looking, right now, we're probably at 100 at this moment with entrance. But even with 100 entries, you're looking at an hour-and-a-half parade. So, when I get around about 135, so it's usually a 2-hour parade. Mm-hmm. So we're usually, when the horses go by on the review stand at 9, it's a 2-hour parade. So, but it's well worth it. Again, this couldn't happen with all the civic organizations in the community. Groups like the Moose, the Elks, the Masonic Lodge, the Lions Club. It just can't happen. It's not a one group project. It's everybody in the community. The city of Centralia has been wonderful. Every year, the Public Works Department and the guys with ESDA, the police department, the fire department, a lot of these guys do a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see and what they do. You would not believe the cleanup right after the parade. It's just phenomenal. It's just, I'm just mind blown when I seen how quick the Public Works Department and them guys and with their logistics of cleaning things up. So tip of the hat to them all.
Kayla, any other Fall Fest events you wanted to cover before we go?
No, I think we've covered them all, but I just want to stress that there is a lot going on downtown during the day and encourage everyone to come out and join us. It's always something going on. So, and we will have a schedule of events that I could share with you guys. It's probably going to be available closer to when the parade lineup is ready on Friday.
Okay.
And that, like I said, we'll have the schedule of events so people can maybe, take a look at that if you have a website where that can be posted. We will have it on the Halloween Parade and Fall Festival website. We'll have the City of Centralia website. We'll be sharing it with different groups to be able to get that out there. So if people are curious about when things are happening downtown.
Parade, Colin.
Parade emergency.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Believe me, my phone goes off the hook this week. You would not believe.
Yeah. Now on out.
Butch, final words before we go?
Again, I just hope that the general public will attend and watch the 92nd Annual Centralia Halloween Parade. Again, I'm nervous when it comes to Sunday because I'm watching the Weather Channel like crazy and other media networks and listening to radio stations like X95. And, so we can hear what's going on with our weather forecasts. And again, I think as anything with fall activities, expect a cool, crisp evening, dress accordingly. And we look forward for everybody to be out there and have a wonderful, good time. But I do want to stress safety. to the parents, please watch your children. Keep them off the streets. I know there'll be individuals that'll be handing out, and there'll be some individuals that'll be tossing out candy, but don't let the children run out in the streets, for heaven's sake. If they wear costumes, please be bright colored costumes so they can be easily seen. We do have marshals that try to keep people from being on the streets once the parade starts. Please recognize that they're only volunteers. Nobody's being paid here. We're all here for one thing, and that's for your enjoyment.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Butch and Kala, thank you guys so much for being here today, and we can't wait for the Centralia Halloween Parade.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
You're listening to Centralia on Air with Shane and Rachel. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Shane and Rachel here. You're listening to Centralia on Air. Rachel, how you doing? How you been? How's your feline pet that you have?
Oh my gosh. Callaway?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, his name is Callaway.
Oh,
He's awesome. He's a mess, but he's good. I'm good. How about you? How are you?
I'm all right.
You been working hard?
Hardly working. Jeez. I'll be honest with you. I've been on a steady diet of Dayquil, NyQuil this week.
You have?
So I'm a little bit out of it.
What?
But I feel okay, just not my head. Like nothing's oozing out of me. I'm not coughing up stuff, but I'm like,
what's wrong with you
out
then?
of my body. Rachel, man cold.
Oh.
You know how serious that is?
Oh my gosh.
We were talking Spanish flu. It's up there with man cold.
Man cold.
I don't have to tell you.
No, you don't have to tell me.
Man cold is.
I know how serious
We're
it is.
lucky I came to work this week.
Yeah. We're lucky you're still walking and living, breathing, eating.
What can I say? I'm a man.
Man flu. Ugh.
Question for you.
Yeah, answer for you.
Have you chosen a Halloween costume for this year?
I have.
Okay.
So, this past Friday, I had to dress up for my second job. And so I was a cat
Oh.
on Friday night.
Callaway. I remembered.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I was a cat. And it was fun.
Yeah.
Cat ears, cat tail.
It was perfect.
That's right. And this coming Friday, we're having the trick or treat.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tell you. You got to stop by.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
The only thing we'll tell you is it's a group effort.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me, you, Matt.
Yep.
So we're excited to dress up. So come see what we're going to be.
Some of us are excited.
What do you mean? You're not? You don't like dressing up?
There's going to be face paint involved. And
Oh, come on.
I don't want to clog up these pores.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Anyways, moving on. Halloween costumes, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday Wonders.
Hashtag Wednesday Wonders.
Instagram poll.
Yep. Every Wednesday we do hashtag Wednesday Wonders on our Instagram story. This past Wednesday, I should say, we did Halloween costumes.
All right.
So our first one up, scary or funny?
I would have to go with funny.
Yeah, I did too, and funny one. So have you ever dressed up as something funny?
No. I think one year in college, I just put on jeans, t-shirt, tennis shoes, and a zip-up hoodie and said I was Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook.
No, that is pretty funny.
But other than that, most of my childhood Halloween costumes are not funny. They are awesome.
Oh.
Power Rangers, Men in Black, Robin Hood, ninjas.
Oh, my.
Those are serious things, not to be laughed at.
Yeah, and I'm laughing. Okay, our next one was DIY, so do it yourself or store-bought.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw you voted store-bought.
Accidentally. I waited too long and I went to skip to the next page or something. I accidentally voted.
Yeah.
And you can't unvote on these things.
So almost everybody except you is DIY.
Oh, man.
Do it yourself.
Matt was telling us about that Halloween store.
In St. Louis,
Yeah. The ridiculous things that you can buy.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, this is almost like Hollywood quality stuff.
Oh, yeah.
No thanks. DIY for the poor man.
Yeah. I think all my costumes have always been, I don't think I've ever bought any.
Yeah, right. What was your cattail made out of?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I bought that, I guess.
Okay.
But, like, to buy a full costume, I mean, that's expensive.
Nobody does that but 5-year-olds.
Right. Okay. Our next one was group or on your own?
I'm going to say group.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
People love dressing up together.
Yeah, we're going to dress up as a group.
Yeah, it's going to be
Friday.
great.
Oh, quit it.
People love dressing up as a group because it makes them feel less awkward and weird.
This is very true.
The only problem, though, is with group is, should you separate from the group, it might become unclear what your costume was.
That's true.
We saw a rock, paper, scissors idea.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Very cute together. Mm-hmm. But you start to separate and you just look like a big fat gray blob if you're the rock.
Yes.
Or a piece of paper, that's random.
That
you got to stick together if
Yeah.
you're going to do the group costumes. You got to go to the bathroom together, got to eat together.
Girls don't have any problem with any of that.
Yeah, group costumes are great for girls.
Right. Okay, the next one was a couple or on your own. So
Yeah,
you dressed
so-
up with your significant other.
This is a variation of the group costume, but it's more intimate.
Yeah. So last year, I should say couple one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but last year, Chris and I were Taco Bell hot sauce packets.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's precious.
Yep.
Who was mild? Was anybody mild?
No.
Who was fire?
Me.
Of course. Oh, is he the green one?
No, he was the black one.
There's a black one?
Yeah, Diablo, I think.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the Taco Bell sauce scale?
Okay.
Mild, right? That's yellow.
Yeah. Mild.
Is there a hot and then a fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so mild, hot, fire. And then there's a green, I think it's like verde or something like that.
Verde.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Then there's a black Diablo. And I feel
my.
like there's another one.
I've never even seen that.
Really?
Is that like illegal in some states?
I don't think so. It's just hot sauce.
So the black is the hottest.
I don't know.
Listeners, if you know the Taco Bell sauce hotness scale, please drop us a line
Yeah.
on one of the social medias things.
Yeah.
I need to know this.
Okay. What sauce do you eat? I'm mild.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but mild is enough for me.
Oh, I just like the taste of that mild sauce.
Yeah, it's not that I'm against hot things or spicy things. Mm-hmm. I guess I got to be in the mood for it, but if my tongue is burning or my mouth is burning so much that I can't enjoy the taste of the food,
Some people like to sweat.
I'm out. Like, I don't want my food to make me sweat.
Right. It's funny. Okay, the next one was, this is a funny one. Covered or revealing?
Oh, my. That was a nice way to put that, too.
Yeah, it took me a while to
There could have
come
been
up.
other ways to say that.
It took me a while to come up with that.
Revealing. Jeez.
And Doug helped me. Surprise.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah, so most people chose covered.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too.
Oh, you modest little liars.
You chose covered.
Oh, sure, I did. I got nothing to show off. All those girls, though?
Yeah, covered.
Covered. I guess they thought their mom was going to see.
I guess so. Oh well, I thought that one was funny though.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Okay, that's all we have for this week.
Listeners, if you want to send us your Halloween costume ideas,
Yeah.
what you're going as this year, we'll have something up on Facebook.
Yeah, where you can post your costume this year. And be looking out on Friday. We'll take pictures of ours and post them.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh. Would you quit it? Shane and Rachel here. Here's a look at your community calendar. Friday, October 26th, stop by X95 and many other businesses around town for business trick or treat from 4 to 6.
And come here first,
Yeah,
because we got the goods.
we do.
We're going to give you the bag, to take around the rest of the town. And the bag will already have candy in it.
Yes.
And some surprises for parents, maybe.
Yep.
Heritage Woods of Benton is hosting a fall festival on Saturday, October 27th from 2 to 4. There will be games, a bounce house, and the costume contest will start at 3 p.m.
Benefit for Adeline Weingarner on Sunday, October 28th, starting at noon at the Hideout in Junction City. Dine-in or carry-out dinners will start at noon, and karaoke will start at 6.
And we know all about this one. Centralia Halloween Parade and Fall Fest will be on Saturday, October 27th. The Fall Fest will start at 9 a.m. downtown. It'll feature a craft fair, free kids games, a chili cook-off, car show, and much more. And at 11 a.m., the Children's Halloween Parade will take place. Then at 7 p.m., the 92nd Annual Centralia Halloween Parade will begin.
Trunk or treat at Logan Street Baptist Church in Mount Vernon on Wednesday, October 31st from 6 to 8.
St. Anthony's Church Fall Rummage and Bake Sale in Beckemeyer will start on November 1st with everything at full price. November 2nd, everything will be half off. And then on November 3rd, take a bag home for only $3.
St. Mary's School is hosting a turkey bingo and vendor fair on Sunday, November 4th. Doors will open at 11 a.m. for lunch, and bingo will start at 1.
Chicken dinner benefit for Jefferson County Toys for Kids on Sunday, November 4th from 11 to 2 at Mount Vernon Elks Lodge. $10 for adults and $6 for kids ages 6 to 12. Carryouts will be available.
And a look at your local area blood drives. Saturday, October 27th at Family Video in Mount Vernon from 11 to 3. Monday, October 29th at the Roland Lewis Building in Mount Vernon from 2 to 6. And Thursday, November 1st at Centralia High School from 8:15 to 1:45. And that's a look at your community calendar on X95 in the Big 1210. You can hear Shane and I every Sunday at 11 for more things going on in the area. If you have an event you would like to share with us, you can call, email, or stop by. For more information about these events and others, check out our website at x95radio.com.
That's it for this week. If you want to comment on anything, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at X95 Radio. If you like what you heard today, come back next Sunday at 11 on X95 in the Big 1210. You can also find past shows on YouTube.
And for our X95 listeners, be sure to check out Open House Party tonight at 6 and Slow Jam starting at 11.
Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, she's Rachel Roddy.
And he's Shane Lothar.
And this was Centralia On Air.